Hey, 8th graders, last week we learned about computing the formula, or finding the slope, not the formula yet, because we're learning that today. So today we're looking at the formula. Lesson's called the line joining two distinct points of the graph y equals mx plus b has a slope of m. So first find three solutions to the equation y equals 2x, graph it, and find the slope. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to close that, sorry. So we have y equals 2x. We're going to find y for -1. So 2 times -1 is -2. 2 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, so we're going to graph that. If my mouse decides to work with me. So we'll graph a table. So -1, -2, 0, 0, 1, 2. Okay, looks to appear to be forming a line. So now we find the slope. So we could count, we talked about that, rise over run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so 4 over 2 simplifies to 2. Or we can put it in for our formula. So we take 2 minus 0 over -1 minus 0. Oop. That's not right. Sorry, I did that wrong. Let's fix that. Because it's really just y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it should be 2 minus 0. 0 minus a -1. Is that right? No. Hold on, bear with me, guys. Found the problem. This is -2. So here we have -2 minus 0. Or still wrong. Zero minus -2. So they both become positive. 2 over 1 equals 2. So our slope is 2. Okay. Now, we're going to move over here to solve for y to figure out our equation for slope. So we need to get y by itself. So we're first going to multiply by 1 over m times 1 over m. Let me just double check that that's right. Oh, sorry, did that wrong. Let's try this again. I'm off my game today. So, this is 1 over x. We're going to do it this way. So, mx equals 1 y minus b. Okay, then we'd add b to the other side. So we get y equals mx plus b. So that's your slope equation. So now what we're going to do is determine what the y is, or the slope is in these equations. So first, we'll look at our thing over here. We're done with the graph. So find the slope in the following equations. So if we have 7x minus 3, we know that the slope is m, so y equals mx, so the slope is 7. The next one, it's going to be negative 3 over 4. And the following one, you have $20 in savings at the bank. Each week you add 2 to your savings. Let y represent the total amount of money you have saved at the end of x weeks. Write an equation to represent this situation and identify the slope of the equation. What does that number represent? So here's our equation. Y is the total amount of money, $2 per week. Right? Yep, 2 each week, plus the 20 that's already there. So again, your slope is going to be 2. Okay. Next, we're going to solve for y in the next 2 equations and then identify the slope, okay? So first we have to solve for y. So we're going to subtract 9x on both sides. So negative 9x plus 15 equals negative 3y. We divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. We have to divide everything by it. So we get y equals 3x plus, minus 5. So in this equation, 3 is our slope. Okay, one more. We're going to subtract 5x. 9y equals negative 5x plus 8. Divide by 9. Divide by 9. We're going to get y equals negative 5/9 x plus 8/9. So negative 5/9 is your slope. Go up negative, well, down 5 because it's a negative, and then left 9. Okay? And I do believe that's it. So your assignment is to complete the modal questions for lesson 17. There will be some questions that ask you to solve for y and then determine the slope. Some you will just have to look at to determine the slope. Some you might have to use ordered pairs with the p2 minus p1, which again is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to solve for the slope. Please let me know if any questions. Have a wonderful day.